Boom! Boom, baby, boom. That's me choking and yawning and waking up this morning. I had slept way too long this morning. Your boy Mark Hussein had some weird dreams, and then to wake up with no energy is just not like me. I'm still trying to wake up, and I got some places to be, so I'm gonna cram this morning motivation real quick and get it done. Welcome to Finland, where they put their kids in the snow when they're babies. Me and my buddy had this argument last night, but apparently it's a thing that when you put a child into the cold, they sleep better or longer. And I don't know, we looked it up, but it's a thing. It's not a big thing to see somebody, a baby in a stroller outside and their parents fucked off doing something else. It's a thing. And right now it's making me sleep. Dude, I'm fucking tired. I don't know what it is. I think I had plenty of sleep. I try to stay up late for my friend because he gets off of work late. Now when I wake up, it's like, man, I'm dreary and just keeping it real. It's some for real shit. And that's something most people don't do. They don't talk real on this shit. They don't talk about having weird nightmares at night. Usually when I smoke weed, and we smoked a bunch of joints last night, so I should have been able to sleep, but weird fucking dreams of my friends getting murdered, and then there was a volcano, and then there was just like weird shit. And the longer I sleep, the weirder it gets. I have to wake myself up to be able to get with it, and trying to get with it right now. This morning we got my friend's house going over to later. He's going to meet up with me in about an hour or 2 hours here, and we're going to go over to his house and some nachos. I'm excited about that. The hunger is real. I've been on my diet thanks to Mom Mary yesterday. She lives right over here in those buildings behind me, and thanks to Mom Mary saving me again. She gave me some rice and some food she had for lunch today. And it's nice when you see a woman give, like, this is what I need for dinner, but I'm going to eat it for lunch tomorrow, but you can have half of it. And she's the real saint, giving me half of her lunch yesterday, giving me 3 cups of rice so I can make some rice and mix it with my meats and stay on this bit of a diet. But last night my buddy came and brought some chips, and I had some chips, but not a lot of chips because they were weird chips. They have weird chips. They eat better chips in Finland, but candies, tutti fruities. I had some of those, and my weakness is sugar, but I've been good on the sugar. I've been good on my sugar cravings and addictions. I've been able to stay away from some of that shit and not have it around and eating away at my teeth. I guess top teeth right here are starting to hurt when I drink water and shit, like it's sensitive in the backs, and I'm gonna have to get them checked out in Thailand, because when I get to Thailand, the dental work is actually better, you know what I mean, when you get there. So the dental work is so cheap that I remember distinctly, I say this often, but the guy said he was on a boat with me and we were going up the Chao Phraya River, and he was like, mate, I paid for a first class ticket, stayed wherever I wanted to stay, and do whatever the fuck I wanted to do. A first class ticket back and forth for cheaper than it would have been for me to get crowns, and so get that kind of work done and make that work fucking happen. These poor bastards are out here actually making it work, and they're out in the fucking cold. I mean, a bit warmer, but I'm out here on the balcony. I mean, you can see when the shoulders come up on a worker, it's fucking freezing, and I'm in my shorts and sandals out here. I should have put on some pants. I gotta start dressing like it's winter, because it is winter time here. Fall's long gone. They just skipped that shit and went right for the fucking cold. So I'm going from extremes my whole life, this extreme depression or extreme exuberance that I consider to be bipolar. I never really considered myself to be bipolar, but sometimes I'm like this really excited guy. I was just watching Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury, and they're talking shit, and his dad was pumped up, and he was like, I'll fight Mike Tyson, my son's been named after him, you know what I mean? Yeah. He was like genuinely more pumped up than his son, who's like this gray day, everything's gray. This is what Finland looks like when it's not summertime. It's like a nuclear holocaust went off. There's no people around. There's barely even any cars, and it becomes a thing. The weather dictates the mood. It's windy and cold, and it makes you want to fucking cuddle up and sleep longer and hibernate like a bear. And that's kind of what I was doing last night. I think I hibernated as a bear. I fell asleep with the TV on, which I like never do. But that's what life's about, is digging deep and finding this energy within you to get up every morning and do a live or make some content or fix the topic, and whatever it takes to fucking get us to be motivated is really what it's about. So I find it hard sometimes when the weather is like this. You know, it kind of doesn't want to work with me, it wants to work against me, and that makes it very difficult to see where levels are really at, or your energy levels trying to get high and they just can't. The weather, or is it because of your emotions? You know, is it because of your thoughts? And then that's really where this whole thing comes about. Saints Addiction was like, am I going to be in my thoughts and emotions and let that be my compass and be my guide going to go, and what direction I want to point my due north is all about. It's about trajectory. It's about applying yourself to where your energy needs to be so that you can be what you want to be. It's Friday. I should be excited. My boy's got the day off. He's excited. He's playing metal music. You know what I mean? I see some neighbors checking out the house next door. I'm making my way to it's almost Halloween in America. They don't celebrate Halloween here, so I'm seeing all this, the amount of energy people put into outfits, even though it's cold, and the amount of energy it takes to get to a party, and how much energy we leave at parties, and how much energy we give if we're having fun. You know, it's one of the tasks that they say, and talking about Mike Tyson, it's like, you know, you got to do things that you hate like you love it. You know, and that's one of the things that I do is, you know, traveling without money, I do it like I love it. You know, it's not one of my favorite things to do, so I've been working my ass off trying to find an angle to do some kind of work and make something happen, and that's what I wanted to do with my life, is to make something happen with my life. These people got a telescope. This chick underneath here, she just set it up. Can you see her right here? She's got a telescope on her balcony. I guess she's pointed at me. I mean, you're gonna get to see my pee-pee in a minute, girl. You know what I'm saying? And one of those, if you don't already know. Oh, those are one of those video captures to sell the place. Oh, I was gonna say, dude, I was like, it could be a show, lady. You know what I'm saying? We got faceless porn over here. You can catch some. But where's my energy level at, dude? It's just so low, and it's taking me forever to wake up. Normally, I just kind of just wake up and get after it, and that's been the thing, is not to lounge in the bed, to get straight up, to brush the teeth every day, to fucking do the exercise every day. I gotta get on my stretches before I leave. I need to fucking take a shower and fucking get into this game, but the game is in my mental, you know, and that's why I do lives every morning. It's like, you know, where's your head at? Where's your head at? Where's your head at? Where's your head at? And I try to assess myself and see if I can't maximize this day, because we only get one day. You know, life happens so fast that if we let it pass, then we won't know what's going to last. We don't know what's going to happen if we don't fucking apply ourselves. And it's like, am I placing myself on the board? Am I putting my chess pieces where I need them to be to execute life gradually, and something that pertains to me and makes me feel better? It makes me a better human being. That's where I concentrate on. I try to figure out where to place myself on this board called life, and see if I can't achieve my goals. My goals right now are to hang out with my friends. I got my buddy tomorrow that's coming in from Helsinki. If it's anything like this with this minus weather, it's not even weather, it's minus weather. It's not even, there's no heat. It's how much less heat there is. Like, how cold can you get around here in Finland? And I only got it basically about, what, like 10 days, a little bit, almost like 2 weeks, 14 days, whatever left to go. And soon it'll be in fucking Thailand, sweating my balls off, talking that shit about cold Finland weather. So the extremes of things, when it's so beautiful here in the summer, when I was here earlier and seeing all the photos with my friends and summertime with friends, it's like all those pictures are warming in the end, like inside. But it's also one of those things that it's like, it changes now, where it's like, it's about to get dark earlier. It has been getting dark earlier. The sun just dips basically about 4 p.m., like 4 or 5 p.m. It's already fucking getting dark. And it's just the way the sun rotates around the Antarctica, the top here, the Arctic Circle being so close to the top of the world. It's tough that people have to endure these long fucking winters, and it makes them weird, and it makes your mood change, and it doesn't even matter how positive you want to be or how many books you want to read or how many push-ups you want to do. Environment affects you, and that's why I've been trying. I can't wait to get to Thailand so I can get in a better environment. So gray turns to red, and it's just the land of smiles and colors and sunshine and warmth, and being able to just put on my flip-flops and my fucking shorts, you know what I mean? Like, that's me, dude. I'm the kind of guy that doesn't want to put on clothing. I'm gonna put like jeans under jeans to stay warm in Helsinki tomorrow. I'm really not quite sure. My buddy gave me a scarf, but I might need a fucking hat, you know, wool socks, and I'm like gearing up for winter and trying to survive this environment before I go to some place where I won't even need that shit. So it's one of those things where extremes, my life's been full of extremes where I do really, really cool things, like, you know, standing. I can't believe they fucking built that shit. So it's one of these things that I've an extreme life, and my mind goes from extremes, from being like really depressed or really angry or just fight against the world to I love my life and everything's going in my favor and I'm blessed. So it's like, you know, it's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing to have done those things, but it's also a curse that I'm not as happy as I should be. And if anybody's watching this show, you know what it is. It's Saints Addiction. It's these extremes of perfection and imperfection, and that's what it seems to be. I thought I'd just do the show and just be like, I'm not always doing push-ups while I'm doing the show. I'm not always like, yeah, you know, it's one of those things where my brain might wake up slow too. Not all days are created equal. Not every day the weather is the same. Shit changes, bro, and that's what I'm looking forward to, is to shift my change. You know, shift it into directions that I want it to be, and start seeing things like I do in my Google Photos in the morning, and how pleasant life can be. And I see photos of me smiling, and I'm like, that guy looks happy. When this guy that's watching is the same guy that's feeling depressed. And then sometimes it's like, man, I wish I didn't have these wild switches. I wish I didn't have such a bipolar mom or a bipolar mind or a bipolar life, but it's been that kind of extremes where there's been really high highs and really low lows. And I don't know if anyone else knows, but I think that's just everyone's life cycle. It's the mountain that we climb. Sometimes we're up on the highest of heights, and sometimes we're in the valleys of the lows, and I think that's on every human being. I don't know if it's these guys that I'm watching working right now, maybe they're just working and zoning out. Maybe it's something that you go into your own head and say, okay, you know, I want to escape my realities. I want to change my fortunes. I want to feel better. And that's why I think we chase the coffees, we chase the weeds, we chase the fucking beers, we chase the women, we chase travel, because we believe that the other destination is where a happier person's be. But I've been in like 7 different destinations in the last 6 months, and probably even more than that. And it's like every day is the battleground. Every day is the place to sort your brain and see what's between your ears and say, okay, I'm feeling better than I did yesterday, or I'm doing better than I did yesterday, or I'm always trying to beat the old me or whatever I did that's in the past, or does the past follow me, and then it keeps me in a zone where I'm not as happy as I could be. So I have to really process these things, and I do it like normally like everyone else, and just kind of sit quiet long enough to see what life's about, do the things that I need to do to move life forward, and then I try to bring my A game to every day and make that guy a regular. So that's going to be my morning motivation. I'm going to get into it because I feel like I need to just kind of wake up and do things. So I'll do half a show today and not take up more of your time. Peace and love, and as always, Chigathon. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you do to keep your mood from changing like the. And I'm out. Peace.